But right now, my good buddy, AngryJoe, is back. And last week, there was a lot of attention around No Man's Sky and what I said in my editorial to answer many of your questions. I haven't heard yet when Sean Murray will be coming by the show, but I need to reach out to him soon, see what's gonna happen there. But if my comments weren't enough, AngryJoe this week, we didn't talk about this, but he decided to speak a little bit more about all things No Man's Sky in this AngryJoe Minute. Check it out.
Good. I'm glad that there's an independent investigation going on right now in accordance with No Man's Sky and whether they did false advertising or misleading marketing. Now, you know my opinion already. I did a 36-minute review and I showed what was advertised, what's in the game, what's not in the game, and why it is a disappointment. Over 70% of players dropped off after the first week. Over 90% have now dropped off total. Why do you think that is? Because it wasn't the game we were sold on.
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
And yet, they still made their money off it because of pre-orders. And it's not just No Man's Sky that does this. It's not Ubisoft. There's plenty of examples for Ubisoft, but there's other gaming companies that do this. And this type of pre-order culture, overhyping your game to increase those numbers, need to stop. And if consumers want to defend their right to protect themselves against false advertising and unethical business practices, they have that right to do so. So instead of overhyping your game to insane levels, how about trying something different, being honest with us gamers, having weekly streams, showing long gameplay segments, telling us exactly what's in the game, but also what's not in the game, where too few publishers and developers don't want to mention or talk about. If you set our expectations correctly, do you know what can happen? You can exceed our expectations. Word of mouth can help spread the game and increase your sales on the back end. Yeah, you might lose 5 to 10% on pre-orders by not going crazy at the beginning with your marketing machines or misleading materials, but ultimately it's gonna make for a stronger gaming industry. But if you don't want to listen, then expect these things to continue to happen and for consumers to protect themselves as this industry grows. Be honest, be upfront, and set expectations. Until then, I'll see you guys on the next AngryJoe Show.